to see you all. Welcome to the COSBOA National Small Business Summit 2024.
COSBOA does a great job of bringing people together and hearing the views and representing those views to government and to policy decision makers, and I think that's a true value of COSBOA, their advocacy. Coalition is the party of small business. We come from small business, we understand small business. Every decision we make when we're in government, or the policy decisions that we're making now in opposition, we have in the back of our minds exactly what it would mean for small business, how it would impact negatively, positively, and I think that's the big difference between the two parties, where a party that wants to see energy costs come down because it's a major input cost for every small business, every household across the country.
Well, thank you so much for the very warm welcome here to the COSBOA National Summit. And I'm very pleased that I'm joined as well by my Minister for Small Business, Julie Collins. I welcome the leadership that COSBOA has shown and the partnership we've been able to build with the new Cyber Wardens program, aiming to train 50,000 cyber wardens in 15,000 businesses over the next 3 years. And I pay tribute to COSBOA. This is an example of why COSBOA exists, why you need to come together whilst operating your own small businesses, but have a peak organisation that can engage constructively with government on real solutions.
We're not searching for excuses to say no anymore. We're looking for reasons to say yes. Yes to new projects, yes to new ventures, yes to new venues, yes to people who want to build things and take a punt on themselves.
No small business operates as a separate entity, they operate within a space, and a lot of the people in this room shape that space. My view, we need to do more to put the wind in the sails of small business, less wind in their face, and this is an important opportunity to have that discussion.
You know, one of the things that's hard in a big business is actually hearing from people what matters, what's important. Coming to COSBOA and you've got so many diverse people here, you get to listen in a different way, and that really informs our business in a range of fantastic areas.
I'm here with the hairdressing industry to present Deadly Hair Dude and about what we do out in remote communities in the Northern Territory. Training, education, employment opportunities for people in the most remote parts of Australia. People to know about our story, our goals and what we want to achieve. Food security, job placements, and employment, money, self-esteem, all those sort of things that we want to link up with other organisations who have similar goals and ideas to what we have and to benefit remote communities.
Well, I think the big message I got from small business is feeling very frustrated that government is not listening and prioritising small business. It's the backbone of our economy. Major parties are always big on the soundbite of saying they recognise and care about small business, but ultimately the proof is in the pudding around legislation, around simplifying legislation and provisions to make it easier for people to succeed, to get into business and make those businesses grow.
It's so critical to hear from COSBOA, and the different groups that you bring together, because we need a strong voice for small business in Parliament. We do not have enough people with business experience and the day-to-day experience of running a business. So it's critical what you do and how you bring that voice to us in legislation.
The big issue is about governments actually listening to small business. I don't think they're doing enough. They simply are pursuing, particularly in the IR space, their philosophical pursuits without really understanding the impact it's going to have on productivity in this country and what it means for small business and what it means for their employees.
Everybody's here in one place and we can be recognised. And I think sometimes that you think that's easy, but it isn't, because there's a lot of regulators that people have to deal with, and to make that human connection between people and to put some some credibility behind some of the statements about being approachable.
Small businesses is our biggest group of stakeholders. It is hard to get input from 1.3 million small businesses. It is fantastic to have opportunities where ideas are crystallised, but also new ideas are shared. So a conference like this is fantastic.
Yeah, it's really important as a regulator that we actually are at this COSBOA Summit, because it's a terrific opportunity for us to meet and actually listen and learn from what is actually happening out in the market. And so for us, one of the big takeaways is how can we work with small businesses and make their life as easy as possible, and at the same time ensure that we're regulating the systems that we actually oversee.
Having COSBOA, when you have sort of a peak of peak bodies, there's the great capacity to be able to extract from kind of all the noise. What's the actually important thing here? What's the system thing? What's the thing that can be done for change? And that's why something like this is important.